Hey guys, so I was surfing the internet recently and I came across this character named Flying Andrew. Now I'm not trying to shit on the guy, I'm not trying to start a fight or anything, I want no beef, but we have some differing opinions on a few things, in particular Vietnamese women. He has these few points that he makes about Vietnamese girls and I think that they need a voice. So I'm going to open up a dialogue and just try to get the conversation flowing a bit. We met a few women at a local bar or on the street. First of all, the type of women you usually find in a bar are not a good representation of the population as a whole. From my experience, Vietnamese women don't even drink that much. So if you find them at the bar, they're of a specific ilk. Reputable, maybe not so much. He asks these women out and then claims that they didn't even offer to pay when the date was over. And bro, you're the one who asked them out. They didn't ask you out. Isn't it kind of your responsibility? I mean, me personally, when I ask someone on a date, I don't feel obligated to pay. I want to pay to show that I care about you, I had a good time, and I'm willing to sacrifice a bit of my money to show that I do care about you. And if you're not willing to spend a few dong on a meal, then it shows that you're really not a good protector. If she gets attacked, are you going to watch? You're just going to stand there and watch, or are you going to protect her? If something bad happens, will you be there? I was reading an article the other day. A Vietnamese woman had a boyfriend in the hospital for 4 years. 4 years she took care of his ass and finally nursed him back to health, thank God. And what did he do? The dog cheated on her. See, Vietnamese women are super faithful. If you treat them well, they will reciprocate. And if you pay for the meal this time, maybe next time she'll pay. Maybe the time after that, she'll pay. It's give and take, it's symbiosis. You can't expect to do everything, but you can't expect them to do everything either. It's a relationship. Nothing is one-sided. In my opinion, I'm more than happy to pay. If I ask someone out on a date, they didn't have to come. They could have said no, and I would have saved money not having to pay. It's kind of the responsibility of the initiator to pay. Granted, it would be nice if she would have offered, so you could decline maybe to look like a gentleman. I don't know. But if you want to ask someone out on a date, just pay. Just pay for it, man. And if you don't want to go to an expensive place, then don't. Go to the Bia Hoi. Get a 5,000 dong beer. Go to a coffee shop. 20,000 dong coffee. It's really not that expensive if you value the time that you share with the other person. Furthermore, you're taking her to get drinks. You're trying to get her drunk? What are your ulterior motives? Are you trying to take her home? Slip her the dick? I don't know. Maybe. So you dog on the women for being materialistic, but have you ever taken an introspective look at yourself? Did you ask out a woman who was maybe a little bit overweight? Did you ask out a woman whose features weren't deemed attractive? You specifically targeted women who you thought looked good, which is rather superficial in my opinion. Maybe if you found a girl who was 70 kilograms, she would pay for her meal. She'd pay for everything. She'd probably really nice on the inside. Maybe if you quit targeting these superficial, beautiful, whatever, delicate women, then you wouldn't have to pay. Let's see if I can say it. Noi now up vum dai. The pot will find an appropriate lid. So this guy, he's shallow, superficial. He's going to find someone else who is also shallow and superficial. I've noticed a double standard with Mr. Flyboy. He goes after attractive women, but they're not allowed to have their preferences for him. I mean, sure, maybe having money makes you more attractive. How can you discriminate based on looks, but they can't discriminate based on how much money you have? It's not fair to have yourself be able to go after what you prefer and not allow them to have what they prefer as well. Your Western girlfriend living in China, you're happy together, you're more suitable, and that's great. That's fantastic, but that doesn't mean you can shit on every single Vietnamese girl, or you can pigeonhole them into some sort of idea, a construct that you fabricated in your mind. Quite frankly, sir, you've been very disrespectful towards Vietnamese women. I believe, and not just myself, but the majority of people that I talk to believe that Vietnamese women are some of the sweetest, nicest, caring, nurturing, and loving women, if not the world, definitely in Asia for sure. That's my opinion on the matter. Feel free to join the conversation, comment below, and just start the dialogue. It's constructive, it's healthy, it's good to talk about these things, and Andrew, no hard feelings, bud. I mean, you're allowed to have your opinion. That's totally fine. I have mine, you have yours, and that's totally acceptable. Either way, I'm out. Peace.